Hi everyone, welcome to Titusville PD in Focus. The focus of this episode is our amazing K9 unit. I'm here with Lieutenant Tyler Wright, who is the lieutenant in charge of this unit. We're on location at one of our training areas, and welcome.
Thanks for having us here.
Can you tell me a little bit about our K9 unit, exactly what they do, their certifications, just so everyone knows how important this resource is for our community and our police department?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a K9 unit that consists of 4 K9 teams. That's 1 handler and 1 K9. All of our K9s are now Belgian Malinois. We have 2 of our newest K9s, being K9 Titan and K9 Astro, who you see behind us back here with their handlers, Corporal John Cantalupo and Officer Jesse Langefeld. They're about a year and a half old K9s for us, and they're actually the first in our history explosive ordnance detection dogs, but they're also dual purpose as well.
Excellent, excellent. They're beautiful animals, and can you explain what kind of training they have? I know there's hundreds of hours of training that go into this when we get dogs, and then of course there's weekly training as well.
Yeah, it's about a 480-hour course that they go through start to finish that certifies them in all of their disciplines, explosive ordnance for those, or our narcotics for our narcotic dogs, tracking and apprehension. So you have that 480-hour-long school that consists of however long it's going to take them to get that done, and then they have weekly trainings where they're out here 4 hours a week as well, maintaining that training and maintaining their certificates.
I'm just noticing, Lieutenant, watching the handler and their K9 dog, how the bond is so unique. The dog's completely fixed on the handler and looking at every motion and movement they make. What kind of bond do they develop? Do they live with their handlers?
Yeah, so it starts from day one. As soon as that K9 is assigned to that handler, day one they're starting their bond, riding around, and then through their training that they spend. And yes, they go home with them, they sleep at the house, they also do some training probably at the house. They're a constant team together, pretty much 24/7 they're together. And when they're out here working in the city, they're together as well. They're each other's backups and everything. It's surprising to watch, but the dog's watching to see if anything bad's about to happen on the handler when they're out of their car, and they're very protective of their handler, but they're also very public oriented as well.
Right. Can you explain some of the uses that K9 dogs will be involved in, what kind of calls we respond to when we are pulling out our K9 dogs?
Yeah, so our explosive ordnance dogs are obviously going to be used for any type of bomb threat calls or anything like that. When we get that of nature, they could be used for special events, dignitary protection type stuff where we need to do protective sweeps. And then we have our narcotic dogs that are trained in the detection of narcotics. And all 4 of our dogs are trained in apprehensions and tracking as well. So we have 2 dogs explosive ordnance trained, 2 dogs that are narcotics trained, and all 4 of them are dual certified in apprehensions and tracking. Tracking can be for missing persons, dangerous felon suspects, and stuff like that.
So there's a myriad of reasons we'd be activating our K9 team, not only to maybe apprehend a suspect, but also find a missing child in the woods or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, not only do K9 dogs help for calls for service, but you can also see K9 dogs at public events. We often see them at demonstrations showing their skills to the public, so the public can kind of get up close and personal and see the things that they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. We hope we can get back to those here soon, and hope to see the public out here watching what our K9 unit and K9 teams can do.
Yeah, I did have an email question, and by the way, if you want to email us a question, it's TitusvillePDinFocus@Titusville.com, and we're happy to get all questions and concerns. One of the questions I got, and this is kind of interesting, I don't know if people know this, but they were asking if our K9 dogs have bulletproof vests or body armor. Do we?
Yeah, absolutely. We have organizations that donate vests to our dogs, so once they know we have a new dog in our unit, they'll get a hold of us, ask for the size measurements and all that stuff, and it's through like grant monies and donations that they are able to donate these vests to our dogs and everything.
That's wonderful. The safety of our K9 dogs is probably one of our highest priorities. They're sometimes the first into a dangerous situation, so to have that body armor, that's fantastic. We want to keep them safe. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Lieutenant Wright.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.